Drivin Ivan here, Concours De Lemons 2026, Amelia. Smash that like button and subscribe. You're my car buddy. I'm going to walk you around and show you every single car here. The Gregory Roadster from 1954 is going to start us off. Smash that like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Like I said, buy me a coffee if you like the content. Let's go. Thank you, sir. The world's most professional cameraman ever helped me out there. And here we go. The 8 Flags Road Tour. It's a Gregory Roadster. I don't think it's a lemon. I think it's a beauty, actually. You see? Gregory Roadster. How about that?
Do you guys know anything about it?
It's cool. Oh, yeah. It's orange. It looks like a lot of other cars from back then. Like a Devon a little bit, with an awkward looking Devon, maybe. It's nice though. It's nice. Yeah, the big G there. All right, here we go. P1800 Volvo with the famous, look at this red interior. Wow. Gorgeous red interior here. And of course this Volvo, I gotta talk to the owner. I need to do a driving review on one of these, but this is awesome. We got a Saab station wagon there. It's like a 9.5 station wagon. A lot of very devoted car people out here. The Bricklin, the beautiful Bricklin, Gullwing, and quite cool. Saw another one. I thought this was the same one at the St. Petersburg Festival of Speed, but there you go. Wow, look at this one. This thing is simply stunning. Look at this thing. Wow, wow, wow. And wow, it's made out of like denim. It looks like the perfect. Is it the perfect Radwood car? I don't know, man. That is super cool. I love it. It looks like they made it kind of a drift car. Probably look better. Well, I'll show you the fender flares here. Wow, I'm gonna touch. They say not to touch, but yeah, that's pretty much denim. And it's pretty much about as cool as it gets. I'll give them a shout out, whatever this says right there. BMW Motorsports on the handles. I have an Alpina B7 in my collection and also a very custom 635 CSI. This thing is awesome. Wow, wow, wow. And I don't know, maybe we could peek under the hood there. The Drivin Ivan cameras will peek under the hood and show you. That is really, really cool, isn't it? Okay, continuing on this quest to show you every car here. This one was at the Moda Miami that I just did. It's a 44 Volkswagen prototype Beetle. And I'm going to be doing a story on that too, actually. Of course, Ferry Porsche had a hand in that. But I'm going to discuss who else might have been involved in it too. Nice Infiniti there. Based on, I think, the 350Z, Infiniti G35. I reviewed the coupe. I had one, and mine was Caribbean blue. I had an M30. I had a G20 back in the day, M30 convertible. I think it's a Nissan Leopard, actually. But this one is kind of cool also. It's 350Z convertible, and it's a track. It's a track one, even though it's an automatic. Wow, that's kind of shocking, but hey, I have a video, auto versus manual. Look at these 4x4 monsters. Wow. Der self-satisfied Karutin wagon. Funny classes here. Yeah, they do give out awards, and they really make a great show. This is a great show to open Amelia weekend. It was one event last night, a party kind of, but this is really the first car show. You got people cooking out here. You got people with their cool bikes inside of their campers. I went camping in one of these. It was awesome. And look at this one. It's a Scottish. It's got Scottish stickers on it. I'm not sure. It's Jeffro's Junkers. Fucking moving wagon. Fucking moving, let's call it. Excuse the French. Je parle français très bien. Oh, you're fine, you're fine. I'm driving Ivan. I'm showing every car here.
Oh, there you go.
So, there you go. Oh, God, look at that. Look at that. Ladies, look at that hat, ladies. Wow. Volkswagen thing. Subaru with dog. driving by. The dog's like, I want to be there. Look at this cool dune buggy. Faux X80. This is not a Myers-Manx, but it is extraordinarily cool. I wouldn't mind riding around some of the dunes in this town in this. I bet that would be fook and groovin'. But anyway, there's a lot of cool Volkswagens. Speaking of the Myers-Manx, I think there might be one right next to this. Who remembers Speed Buggy? Let me know in the comments. Well, it would have to be orange. Maybe not a true Myers-Manx, but just a 1970 Volkswagen and super cool. Wow, these 70s colors and trims on these things. I mean, I think I had a blue bottle of this when I was a kid in the 70s. But just some of the custom. Look, it's got Bentley stitching on the interior. Lost Dog Outfitters here. Fernandina Beach. Wow, that's cool. Ocean Kayak. I got one of those myself, actually. Never Ending. Now that. Maybe this needs to be the thumbnail. I don't know. It's Never Ending. That is cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You don't see that every day, do you? Lawyer Garage. Not sure what that is either. I do know that this might be the coolest car that I've seen here so far. I don't know, that BMW was pretty hot though. What do you guys think? Never Ending. Maybe that's the thumbnail. I don't know. I'm always searching for the thumbnail. This one looks like a Georgia car. It says Florida, but it's got the Spanish moss. Do you know that Spanish moss is not moss at all? Did you know that? Little trivia for you. You should watch Drivin Ivan, because you never know what random facts I'm gonna tell you during a video. You just never know. SLK Mercedes is thrown in with the other German cars here. For sale, 1984 300 TD. And there's the phone number. Okay, you owe Drivin Ivan a commission if you sell this. You owe Drivin Ivan, all right? Buy me a coffee if this thing sells because of my wonderful video. How about that? Oh, two cool looking Chevrolet pick 'em up trucks. Look, they have a skate park. I actually have a video on how to drop in and fly out of the skate park. That's I think on my other channel, IvanKatzProductions. It might be on Drivin Ivan. I don't know. Sometimes I cross content, content, not comment, content. Little friction with my diction there. Look, it's got Porsche houndstooth interior, almost, not quite. Camperback. I once road tripped in one of those to another college when I was in college. That was fun. Those were the days, huh? So yeah, just getting lost in this show field, showing you every car, and they are quite cool, aren't they? You never know what sort of detail is going to set these things off, or what you're going to see inside, or what car you're going to see that you haven't seen in decades. Again, you're my car buddy, and we're walking around. This is the Chevette. You guys up north could have used this recently. Fortunately, I was not there. I was down here covering car show after car show. The Ferrari Cavallino Classic, Moda Miami, Miami Concours, just to name a few that I've done. You can watch all the cars there. I've just reviewed some cool cars too. I reviewed the Toyota Classic, which kind of looks like this. It's the 1936 Toyota AA. And this is a Morris Minor, I believe. Very cool car. But yeah, what else? My most recent review is a Lotus Elan. I also did the Lotus Elan M100 X90 prototype, the first car with a Toyota 4AGE engine in it. So do search Drivin Ivan and all those. Recently I reviewed the Monteverde High Speed, the ISO Revolta, the what else? The Isetta, BMW Isetta, and the Beat Serini 5300 GT Strada, to name others. I just reviewed the Ferrari 812 GTS a couple days ago. Well, that'll go live soon. But anyway, back to these cars here. Do hit that like button for me and subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm as we're walking around together as car buddies, checking out all these cars. Oh, look, this one's for sale. Facebook Marketplace, 52 MG Roadster. Now, is it actually a 52 MG Roadster? Yeah, exactly. It's a Volkswagen, but still, you can tell right away if you know what you're looking at. But I actually review the MG-A, and I have an MG Midget and a Sprite as well, the Sprigget cars. But that being said, some of these cars like the MG-TF, the TD, and the TC, they all really started the sports car craze in Europe, in America, from England. The GIs would see them and they'd want to bring them home.
How you doing?
And so, yeah, that's really what started this car craze phase. I'm actually going to extend over here and just walk around inside. Look at that Consigliere. That's a cool car, looking like maybe like a Porsche 962. I don't know exactly what they're going after. But it's pretty cool. Instrumentation in there looking very 70s, 80s, and racy. Maybe 80s, a little bit more there. But a cool looking car nonetheless. Nice long tail. And of course, I didn't just miss the Viper GTS, don't worry. This is not a lemon, is it? It might be the color of a lemon lime, but it's not a lemon at all. Definitely a car you need to know how to drive. This car does not drive you, you drive it, so that's pretty cool. Very nice. Look at this one. Great shape. Long tail there. Just saw the McLaren Speedtail, and that's a pretty cool car, but this is how they did it back in the 40s. Yeah. Resto modded, you know, this is not the interior. Well, maybe it's the gauge cluster, but it's not really the, it's not the engine they would have had in it either, 502. But super cool, super shiny. Again, I you know, it's the Concours De Lemons, but Lincoln Zephyr 1938 coupe is what that is. Very nice, very shiny. And this one in brown, the Super Sport here in brown is, it's a looker, isn't it? Nice looking car. I'm all for the kind of, this is 60s, late 60s, but I like I had a 70 Chevelle growing up as my first car. This one's a manual, wood dash. Tan interior on the brown looks really quite nice. And yeah, it's about as cool as it can be, right? All right, showing you every car. 70th anniversary, 1953 to 2023, I'm assuming. And yeah, I do have a full driving review of the C8, so do search Drivin Ivan in any car, including the Corvette C8. This one, I also have reviewed the Lotus Evora and the third generation Corvette. I had one of those. But yeah, the Evora was designed to compete with the 911. It should have some back seats back here. It was an option to get rid of them. But yeah, Lotus, simplify and add lightness. Like I said, this is a car that, you know, I love Lotuses, and I just reviewed a bunch of very cool Lotuses. The 90s Elan. I also have a Europa review and a Elan review. So look for those elsewhere on YouTube. But yes, very serious driver's car, built to compete with the 911. Actually does have 4 seats like a 911, but really the Amira is the one that they really are going after the 911 with now. Nice finish on this. If they're offering up the Monroney, that's what they call this document nowadays, window sticker, of course. You gotta check it out, right? Total options $43.50. So out the door for $57,335. It looks like that's a lot of money back then in 2004, right? It's a good looking car.
Those spouses.
I like this one. I've always wanted I want to review a C4. I kind of want to own a C4 too. But I like them in blue. If this had blue seats or white seats, I would be all over it. Love the digital dash. If you open it up there, you could tell the options actually, but this one probably has the options listed. How about that? Ask and ye shall receive. McClellan. It was $38,000 in 1989. In Yulee, Florida. Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? What do you think? Concours De Lemons, but these are not lemons. Some of these cars are very nice. Some of them are very nice.
The same thing.
Yes, these ladies agree with me. Let Drivin Ivan know what you think in the comments. Look at this beautiful International Scout, I'm guessing. I'm loving the blue and white. Let's check out the engine. Let's check out the interior, shall we? Scout 2, I think. International Scout 2, Scoutin'. 1963 split window, maybe original, maybe resto modded. It looks like it's resto modded, but you know,
Look closer.
it's resto modded, but still super cool. Who cares?
It's a 66.
Press pause and read all about it. 66 there.
Yeah. See, it's got the vertical instead of the horizontal, like 63. But
There you go. There you go.
that's
The true Corvette guys know everything about these, and I'm getting schooled right now. But anyway, search Drivin Ivan and Corvette, and you'll see my many Corvette reviews. But this one's pretty cool. I have a original lady-driven split window on my channel. Talk to her and show the car. That's pretty cool. But yeah, resto mod, nothing wrong with that. Beautiful engine, 572 Chevrolet, and yeah, all red. It's a little red Corvette. Baby, you're much too fast. Little red Corvette. Do check out my music videos too. Free Your Mind's a good one to watch. It has some of my guitar collection in there and a lot of my car collection. Twister. It's pretty cool. I thought it was a Plymouth Duster. It's cool. Motorcycle helmet in there. 383 Magnum. Chevelle, like I said, a Chevelle was my first car. This is 71, 72. Mine was a 70. Just a Malibu convertible, 307. Nothing too fancy, but certainly got the job done for me. This pretty collie. Drivin Ivan, showing you all the cars and all the dogs too. Look at that cutie. All right, all the cars, all the dogs. Moving on to this Ferrari here. Got a beautiful Maserati MC20 also. This Ferrari's great. Reminds me of the 812 I just reviewed a couple days ago. This is not an 812, of course. This is a 599 GTB. Looky there. Front engine, V12. I like it. I like it a lot. What do you guys think? Maserati MC20 though, I'm a huge fan of Maserati. 26 more years of racing history than Ferrari. The Maserati brothers started off in Bologna, Italy, and one of the brothers was a graphic designer, and he came up with this. There's a statue of Neptune in the town, and he took the Neptune trident and made it their own. They eventually, they never really made money, and they sold Maserati, and they started Osca, O-S-C-A. I do have some Oscas on my channel, but this one is their new supercar. They actually have a new version of it. It's got the Nettuno 6 V6 engine, infotainment screen, everything you want. I also have a buyer's guide on the Maserati Spider, so you got to check that out. Hopefully I'll review this one soon. Fiat X19 Bertone. I say Fiat, but this I think is a later one by Bertone, and or maybe it's not, but the blue interior is absolutely cool. But yes, Fiat stopped production in America, and then Bertone came along, and they finished the job. For sale, boo-hoo. That's nice. All right. There's the specs. It's an 82 Fiat X19. So yeah, it was 84, 85 when they started making these. This is a Maserati Ghibli. All Maseratis, or a lot of them, are named after the winds basically. Beautiful car though. Notice the beautiful wire wheels. Again, the Maserati Trident. They made Spider versions of this actually, but just look at this one. This one is really nicely presented. Automatic transmission too, wood steering wheel, tan leather interior on red. Absolutely stunning, kind of fastback design there. The hatch, and it's just absolutely stunning. Super beautiful, and definitely not a lemon, obviously, but yes, love the Maseratis. Nice to see a couple in a row. Fiat 600 Multipla, I believe, is what we're looking at here. Pretty much early version of a minivan, especially in Italy. Look at all that. Look at all that style. Look at all the simplicity of the instruments there. Reminds me of the BMW Isetta I reviewed. But anyway, yes, a 1961 Fiat Multipla, and it's gorgeous, isn't it? Light blue is a beautiful color for Fiats, and yeah, pretty much an Italian minivan SUV before there were minivans and SUV. And this is the Fiat Spider, which I do have a full driving review of. Just search Drivin Ivan in any car, especially Fiat. I have a Fiat Barchetta, and I actually own Charlie Sheen's Fiat 500. I tell the story about that. Check that one out on my channel. Just search any car and Drivin Ivan, especially Fiat Lancia. D. Tommaso Pantera. I have a full driving review of this one, believe it or not, and the D. Tommaso Longchamp. But this one is, looks like it's done right. You know, Elvis Presley had one of these, and he put a couple bullet holes in it. I have that story in my tour of the Peterson Vault in LA. But yeah, this is a really nicely done D. Tommaso Pantera. He owned Maserati at one point. And so yeah, it's nice that they're all in a line here. Some info on there. And look at that. Look at the dipstick. This is absolutely gorgeous right here. This Alpha. This is one of my favorite Alphas. I have an Alpha GTV GTC clone in my garage that was basically done as a clone to the GTC cars. Let me double back here. I don't want to miss a car. I'll tease you with that one and then show you in a second. Lamborghini Money Pit Exotics. Look at that. That's hilarious. Ferrari F430 with the original kind of F1 transmission. I show you how to drive the F1 transmission. I have a separate video, and it's in my buyer's guide of the Maserati 4200 M138 cars. They were built in the Ferrari factory with the same transmission, basically. This one's looking very, very nice, I gotta say. Blue with the black. 458 Speciale. And the 355 here. I just did a video on the Evoluto, which is a resto-modded version of this, but this is a pristine example. Blue with a crema interior. I believe that's crema. It might be another shade. But you got the H-gauge shifter here. If you want to know what Drivin Ivan thinks the best used Ferrari is, search that. And I drive a car that I believe is the best used Ferrari today. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Alfa Romeo. This one's a Giulia Sprint. And that's actually a Super Giulia. I love the, it's almost like Gandini here. Marcello Gandini. Like he did on the, which car was that? That I just reviewed. Oh yeah, the Maserati Shamal. How could I forget that I just reviewed the Maserati Shamal? Nobody's driven that car, but Drivin Ivan has. And it was awesome, let me tell you. Maserati Shamal. But anyway, that's a Marcello Gandini design, but it's just the Giulia Super here. Stunning. The one in my garage is an Alpha GTC clone, which is the convertible. And supercar driving experiences here. But yeah, Jeremy Clarkson, of course, he says that, you know who he is, right? He says that if you think you're a sports car enthusiast and you've never owned or don't own an Alpha, you're wrong. So there you go. Get yourself an Alfa Romeo. They're wonderful cars, and that one is as wonderful as they get. I also reviewed this one, the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. And it's got one of the most interesting transmissions I've ever driven. It's kind of interesting, actually. A little bit weird. 2019. But, you know, Alphas should be quirky, right? The engine and transmission are lovely. Are we seeing yet another Di Tommaso Pantera? I think we are. People are gathered around the engine. They always are, because the engines in these are so fabulous. There was a guy I used to go to car shows with regularly, and he always did a burnout halfway down the street in his yellow Di Tommaso Pantera. Excellent driver, excellent car, and yeah. Also the H-gauge shifter. But I do have a full driving review of this, and the cops were following me the whole time. So that's an interesting one to watch. This looks like an Intermechanica, I think they call. What do they call it? I always forget the names of the cars as I'm looking at them. Offenhauser. And it is, oh yeah, the Apollo GT. Man, there's one in my, there's one in a car show I go to every year. And for some reason, I'm forgetting the name of the cars. But Apollo GT. And it's kind of just a, what all the GT cars of the 60s should look like, basically. 1965 Apollo GT, 5,000 for the 5-liter engine. And there you go. Looks like everything else back then, doesn't it? And that's a pretty good thing. Wow. Beautiful early Fiat here. What is it, like probably just has a number for the name. 1959 Fiat, yeah, 1200 TV. And look at that. Both seats swivel like they did back in the 50s. I guess maybe Drivin Ivan can open that up and no one will get mad. Maybe, maybe not. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And as good as it gets, right? Beautiful. Fiat Abarth also.
What's your name?
Carlo Abarth modified Fiats and basically just made them faster. I just saw at the Moto Miami a Ferrari modified by Carlo Abarth, an Abarth Ferrari. You don't see that very much. This looks like a Lancia Fulvia on steroids. It's an HF F&M. Wow, that's I love Lancias. I do have a Delta Integrale, and this is excuse me. This is stunning car. Love that. Wow. I'll have to chat with the owner. I think this needs a Drivin Ivan review some point this weekend. So does that, honestly. Gorgeous cars. Right? A Blue McCall. I'm showing you every car and every bird and every dog here at the, that's what Drivin Ivan does. Look at that. What are their names?
Samantha and Ringo.
Hi, Samantha and Ringo. Named after the drummer.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, do watch your Beatles, London and Liverpool, Drivin Ivan, IvanKatz. I see a real Beatle in that video. And it's not Ringo, so that should tell you who it is.
Yep.
It was very cool seeing a real Beatle.
Yep.
And now I'm meeting a real Beatle parrot. Oh my God, that's so cool. Well, great to meet you guys.
Yeah, you too.
All right. And then as I left this gentleman off with the judges judging his car, I was so enthralled with the story, and hopefully I'll be telling it with a full driving review, because this car to me is best of show. I hope it is to those judges. But a super cool actual factory history for this one, and of course an amazing engine and everything else. But yeah, you'll be hearing more from Drivin Ivan about this beautiful racing Lancia Fulvia. Okay, and we continue. Which way was I going? Did I show that row yet? I think I did. So I'll go ahead and show this mini moke here. You know, they make electric vehicles like this now, and it's pretty darn cool. But this is the real one from back in the day. This is not the electric version that everybody's cruising around the Florida beaches in pink and kind of day-glow colors. This is the real deal, mini moke, and yeah, Austin Mini. There you go. So onward we go. This is Morgan Row here. There's a couple Morgans, British car company, that makes some pretty darn cool cars, I might say. And even if it's like brand new, they now have BMW engines in them. Try and do a review one of those for you guys. Just check it out so you can see it through my eyes. But they're pretty darn cool. Wow, look at this stuff over here. Just that I'm working on doing driving reviews. I think I will be doing a driving review of that very rare Lancia. That full story is one you'll want to hear if you like cars and sports cars and rally cars. But let's continue on here. XJS V12, British Racing Green with tan. Do they call it biscuit? I think they call it biscuit. This is a Bentley in a beautiful two-tone. IROC Z, man, that's awesome. From back in the day. North Carolina. A lot of people coming down from the Carolinas here to Georgia. Florida, Amelia Island here. It's a really great show. Yeah, this Aston Martin looks great. DB7, I believe, and I reviewed a few, the Lagonda and the Vantage V8S, and also the DB9 with a 6-speed manual. I'm loving this silver with blue. And I'll tell you, before you even watch my video, one thing you do feel when you're driving these cars, you feel like James Bond. You really do. So it's amazing. Now this one is, this is the one you want. I reviewed exactly the same car, red with black, but it was a 1970 or 71. And this one is earlier. How can I tell? Because it has those beautiful switches here. You see those switches? That's an earlier car. And the earliest cars didn't even have a tunnel here. But this one is just a 4-speed and reverse, that beautiful wood steering wheel. What a magnificent car, let me tell you. That is definitely a full driving review you should watch. And also the Aston Martins, and a couple Bentleys I reviewed as well too. Here we go. Onward down the aisle. This is an MG saloon car. Saloon is a popular word.
A lot of them are from Sebring.
What do they call it? They call it a super saloon. MGSA super saloon. Now the SS Swallow car was a little earlier than this. That was the first Jaguar. Kind of a sporty roadster, but this is a beauty, isn't it? I thought it might be an Alvis at first glance. Actually have a video on Alvis cars. Not a lot of people know about those, but this is a beauty. Absolutely stunning. Just reviewed an MGA. Like I said, I have an MG Midget, a new Jaguar. That's designed to look a little bit like the E-Type from back in the day. XJ8, XK8. Now this is a basically copy of the, well, it might be real, I don't know, but it's a super light version of the Jag, and I actually reviewed one of these as well. Wow, crazy drive, super fast. Yeah, the lightweight, low drag coupe. I reviewed the 11th of the 12. This looks like to be a clone of number 2 of the 12, or maybe it's real. I don't know. I like that Lotus hat, though, I'll tell you that much. Have you watched my review? Yes, of course you have.
You reviewed this car up in Alexandria.
No, but it was different color.
No, it wasn't. Same car.
No, but it was a different color. It was silver then. It wasn't painted.
No.
I promise you it wasn't painted then. It was silver. It was. All right. He says this is the exact car I reviewed. Everybody go look at that video and you'll see that car's silver. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going insane, but...
Speed and style event?
Wasn't
Old Town Alexandria?
Oh, I did a video. Okay, here's what it is. I did a video on this at the Old Town Festival of Style and Speed, but I didn't drive this one. I drove a silver one that's a clone of the 11th of the 12 super lights. Which one? This is number 2? Is that number 2?
This is a lightweight, low drag coupe.
So there's a discrepancy. There we go. This one I did not actually drive and review like I did the one that I did actually drive and review. But anyway, onward we go. TR6 there? I think it's a TR6. But this one is a beautiful 65 Jaguar XKE, British Racing Green, and also the beautiful toggle switches because it is an earlier car. Stunning, huh? I think so. And there you see it with the other lightweight car right next to it, which is a good comparison there. So yeah, super cool. Okay, Triumph. I'm thinking TR6, but I'll have to look. I could be wrong on these. Sometimes these Triumphs confuse me. I did finally drive one of these, and it was amazing actually. Much more power than you'd think, because the engine's a 6-cylinder. A lot of these have little 4-bangers in them. It's just much faster. The S-Class Jaguar S is really based on this, the newer one. They had like an S-Type R, and it's based on this car, the beautiful saloon car. What an elegant, beautiful car. The Mark II, they call it, and this one's got Montana tags. Not surprising. Look, all of the little flippy switches, so you can tell it's probably 60s, early 60s, mid 60s, 1960. There you go. So the Mark II, stunning cars out here. Beautiful Rolls Royce in two-tone brown, red, pinstripes. Is that AM, FM, or just AM? Nice little radio down there. Beautiful wood dash. Would you have any Grey Poupon? Well, of course you would. Of course you would have Grey Poupon. Well, almost. Kind of an equivalent. Wow, there's some cool cars. I'll just keep getting to all of them. This is the, what did they call this? The, with an H something, XJSC, but there was a H type of body on this. And this is a right-hand drive one. Who is it that built these? Is this going to tell me? No, probably not. Anyway, I've always wanted one of those, and I've looked and almost bought one many times. Talking about the beautiful MGs that really started the car craze here, the British car fever here in America, it was really these. And this one is, I don't know, that's probably the best color I've ever seen on one of these. The kind of the steel blue, gray blue, light blue kind of combination with the blue fenders and the blue top wire wheels. What a stunner. Look at this thing. Absolutely gorgeous, actually. And it's a 1949 MGTC. Now, American soldiers were still over there, and they love these cars, and they would bring them home. And these are the cars that started the British car craze. This is really the reason that Lotus and MG and Morgan and Triumph, they're all very popular here. Jensen Healy, absolutely a stunning car. Just beautiful. You know, if I did these videos as fast as I wanted to, it just wouldn't be a Drivin Ivan video, right? I gotta show you every car. I gotta talk about all the cars. Look at this crazy getup. Wow. What is going on there? Are you with this car?
No, I'm with this one.
Oh, how could I have not have known? The Ploppet?
Yeah.
Would you please tell me what the heck is going on here, ma'am?
Okay, well, I'm the Ploppet. I'm one of the Ploppets.
Okay.
My brother and I both do art cars, and
Is
we've been doing art
is that a
cars for
Ploppet?
while. That's a Ploppet back there.
That's a Ploppet.
And
This
I'm
Ploppet
Claire,
looks
this
like
is
he
Kyle.
wants to be in the 80s a little bit too.
Oh, yeah.
A zoot, riot,
groove.
riot.
That's right.
We're always cruising in something done up.
Okay,
And,
keep going.
Anyway, this car, it started as a Kia Soul. We got a bunch of different stuff on here. There's a 42 Cadillac grill and a truck topper and gutters and other wonders.
I mean, it looks like absolutely no expense was spared whatsoever.
Well,
What
we
is
had
it?
to take
Can
it
you
to the
tell us
max.
in the neighborhood of what it costs to build a fine automobile like
Well,
this?
this is back when we were tech billionaires.
Okay, all right.
And after
All right.
putting this together, we're just millionaires.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, it would cost billions, hundreds of millions of dollars to do this. And what am I looking at? What material is this?
That's some asphalt, I think.
That's
right
not
there.
papier-mâché?
This is as raw as it gets, my man.
What is it?
This is a couple pieces of a chandelier we
Yeah,
found.
That
this
is-
PVC
That is
flooring,
so
anything
clutch.
we got.
This thing is I'm gonna try to back up and show the whole car here. Let's see if I can. I mean, this thing is yeah, the judges must have gone crazy, didn't they?
I didn't even see him.
Well, is that an entire receiver there? What is
Yes.
God?
You got the home stereo system in there. There's the bass.
the-
There's the speakers up top.
My God, the investment in this car, I mean, it's just,
Those speakers were free. Somebody gave those away for free.
Do you-
I had to get them in there.
do you drive this like
marketplace.
regularly?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, it's our daily.
and like, where are you based, if you don't mind me
We're
asking?
in Merritt Island, Florida.
What's it called?
Merritt Island.
Merritt Island. Is that close by?
It's about 3 hours south of you.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Well, thank you.
They launch all the speakers.
Thank you, Ploppet.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Lady Ploppet. Is that what I call you? Lady?
You can call me Lady Flopper.
Lady Ploppet?
Yes.
Well, you've just been talking to Drivin Ivan. I hope you'll watch it later.
Awesome.
I'll have this up, you know, on the YouTube later.
Super.
Did you drive some over here too?
You know, crazy stuff here. Want to get away from that Stevie Wonder stuff because they'll be killing me. I think I might have a driving review of this one later, kids, if you won't believe it. Oh my God, that is so awesome. I didn't realize how cool the interior was until I saw it from that side. So awesome. But yeah, people go all out for this crazy show. Did I show you these? I know I walked in over here. I think I did show you all these back here. But yeah, I want to make sure I cover all the bases. Here we go. Down to some cool American cars. Detroit 442. Baby, I could rock with you. Very cool. All right. This one's got a boomer board. Look at this. All right. All the information you need. 68 Mustang. That is pretty cool. That is the right paint scheme. I love it. I took a 66 to prom. This is resto modded. The seats are more modern. Definitely, but very cool. C4 Corvette. All blacked out, manual. That is pretty cool. You can read the specs there if you want. Studebaker Avanti in the right color, I would say. Look at this. This looks like an early one too. Yeah, 1963 Studebaker Avanti from Key West. Look at this beautiful interior. Got the rotary dial telephone. Yes, that's what that is, kids. That's a telephone. That used to be a telephone. People are riding what they brought here. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Studebaker Avanti. This one is the Ford GT350H. The H is for Hertz. You could actually rent this car, believe it or not. And but a lot of them survive to this day, of course, and they still are about as cool as they could be, right? This one's got the old plates on it from California. How cool is that? Blue streak. Yeah.
The GT350 car.
As cool as it gets.
But they said it wasn't like
Beast of a truck. Look at those rear wheels. Should we get down here and show you the suspension a little bit? I think we should. Because it's a beast. Absolute beast. Look at that. Comfortable looking interior in here. Hearse shifter, I think. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Very, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
GT350 here. Excuse me, guys. Drivin Ivan's trying to get a shot of this beauty right here.
Beautiful.
Fastback Mustang. Kind of similar to the one they gave Jim Morrison when the Doors record sold 1 million copies. This was blue. Kind of reverse paint job of this. I'll be doing.
That was a 67.
Yeah, it was a 67, and this is
Big motor.
Uh-oh. It looks like it was signed by Carroll Shelby. Yes, I got to meet the man. I interviewed Pete Brock in front of the Shelby Daytona, the Cobra Daytona, and that's on YouTube. Search Drivin Ivan. Check that video out. But that is really cool. The white with the blue. I would say that's this is the way you want yours to look. Absolutely stunning, beautiful car. Thank you for bringing it. Super cool. Trans Am here. Yes, Smokey and the Bandit. I was there in the theater. I saw it back in the day. I don't want to date myself, but I was there in the theater. I was very young, though, as an excuse. I review the Ford Ranchero. I have a driving review of that, and that's a cool video. I love this one. I love that one, too. That was a bit more resto-modded than this one, although the seats probably not too stock here, but the engine is awesome. 351, powered by Ford. Now, you had your AMX Javelins, and you had your AMXs. And the AMXs did not have rear seats. So this is an AMX, not a Javelin, but it is the sportier version. And I love the different cars out here. Look, we got a Mercedes clone. What's that? Well, it's a Chrysler Crossfire is what it is. And it's basically the same car as the SLK Mercedes. They had convertibles, they had coupes, and this one has the SRT6, so this one's a bit speedy and automatic. Some of them were manual, actually, but there you go. SRT6, and if you want to pause and read all about it, there you go. But yeah, once again, the AMX. If you watch my Cars and Coffee from Long Beach, California, there's 2 of these in that show. That's a really cool car show. You should check that one out. Search Drivin Ivan, any car or any car show. And look, here we go with a coupe right next to it. How about that? Just like I was saying. 2005 Chrysler Crossfire. Oh, wait. They have the same picture on each. But that's a different car. I don't know what's going on here. But there you go. Look, there's a whole bunch of them. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, terribly sorry.
I know that problem.
Getting on down the way. Try to show you. See if any of these are manuals to show you that. Nope, they're all automatic. That's okay. Now, recently I reviewed this one. I actually took this one back to the future and did a full driving review. I have the full story in there too. I even travel in time, so that's worth watching. Search Drivin Ivan DeLorean. But these, of course, are classics at car shows. Everybody loves them, and why not? Why wouldn't they? DMC. DeLorean motor cars. John DeLorean, of course. Excuse me, y'all. And this one. Grand National, kind of like what GNX they also had, and they had the Monte Carlo SS, similar cars. Look at this black and gray interior. Buick looking good. Wow. 3.8 SF EI turbo, right? Buick turbocharged. 6. That's pretty cool. Muscular, but still a little bit more thrifty on the gas than maybe a big V8 would be. Plus, it's supercharged. He's like, no, it's not very good on the gas. Well, you know, let's pretend it is. GT500S. Look at this engine. Roush, powered by Roush. When I drove the Nürburgring in Germany, the guy that filmed my laps had a prototype Roush. And that was crazy in Germany, but we had a nice conversation as I was doing my couple of laps on the Nürburgring. And this one is called Mustang Sally. Guess you better slow that Mustang down. Yes. You'll have to check out my music videos so you can hear more of my singing, right? Side pipes. Look at that. And what is a bigger gas tank, I guess. That's not nitrous. Just a bigger gas tank in the trunk there, I guess.
It's got NOS injectors on the end.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is then. So it is nitrous or something. Roush and very fast. Absolutely. Very, very cool. IROC Z. Excuse me, sorry. Mercedes-Benz out here in full force. And some cool Mercedes, of course. S600. This was the top of the line car back in the day. And yeah, this had everything you wanted. V12 and classy white AMG wheels on this puppy, and just absolutely stunning, as a matter of fact. Beautiful car. Look at this one, all red with the red hubcaps, and 140,000 miles in this 1979 Mercedes 240D. Yes, diesel. These things run forever. Look at that big steering wheel. These are just wonderful cars. Wonderful cars. This one is a it's a 350 SL, which means that it is actually perhaps even imported. I don't know about 350 in America. They had 380s and they had 450s, but yeah, this one is awesome. Nice color combination here, and it is a 1972 first year. So this is the first year of their Panzerwagen. I have many reviews of this car, but yeah, it's nice. Very nice. Look at this one. A little bit more racy here. Oh, yeah. Member of the year, huh? And this one, 1958 Mercedes-Benz 190 sedan with the beautiful convertible top. Kind of like from a Fiat back in the day. Well, all the manufacturers did it. Get yourself some fresh air. Huge Mercedes grille there. Also a huge steering wheel, which is a characteristic of this car. Beautiful interior there. Beautiful back seats too. Notice the green across the dash. Brown. Wow. Maybe it was that color originally. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. AMG wheels on this SL. V8 bi-turbo. Wow. Plenty of Mercedes out here today. They've got them out in full force. V8 compressor. That means supercharged. For those that don't know. AMG SLS Spider. That's pretty cool. Mercedes-Benz Club of America. That's awful cool. Sitting here with the shades on.
Oh, yeah.
And her super cool SCCA prepped Mercedes. Awesome. SLS, AMG, GT with carbon fiber spoiler. Pretty darn cool. I like these wheels too on this one. Almost looks like Alpina wheels, which of course is a BMW thing, but super cool. What else am I looking at here? Don't worry, we got another row of Mercedes coming up. Mercedes equipped cup holder table, and one more cool row there too. But right now I'm showing you these German cars. People just chilling out, relaxing. This is awesome. Just take the whole darn top off. Why not? Transporter modified from Fernandina Beach. They didn't have to come far, did they? Double door panels, and look at that. Look at the restoration job on there. Press pause. Looks like they're past trophy winner too. This one's got all the skateboards and that sort of thing. I think I climbed up on one of these last year and I did not like it, so I'm not doing it again this year. Drivin Ivan does not like heights very much, so he's going to stay on the ground this year. But you know, they're picnicking. They're doing it right. Look at that Sprite. I don't know. It might. No, mine's still cooler. Search Drivin Ivan and Austin Healey Sprite, but I'll show you that in a second. I'm still going through this line of cars, and there's a couple more lines that I have to get through here. Got some Carmen Gias coming up. What a beautiful day here in Florida, man. It's upper 70s, sunny. It actually rained a little bit when I was coming in, but it's not raining here on the island, Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach, 1960 here. But yeah, the Carmen Gias, I do have a full driving review of those because I have owned a Carmen Ghia in the past. I think Volkswagen needs to do a new version of this. I really do. The shape is just too beautiful for them not to. Basically a Volkswagen Beetle. And, you know, some of them had kind of Porsche-fied engines and things like that. There's the convertible. There's the coupe. But yeah, Beatle. You know, my friends drove these to school. So a lot of memories in a car like this for someone of my age, us Gen Xers. This one's beautiful. Look at that. Rooster shifter there. Nitrous maybe? No, it's a fire extinguisher. That's the Wolfsburg steering wheel there. And beautiful, beautiful interior. Look at that. There's some of their Insta for you. But do watch your Drivin Ivan too. This remains to be one of my favorite cars here, the Jeans Edition BMW M. Just awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I already showed you that one, the 1944 Beetle earlier in the video. And now we will get on down this row of Audis and Porsches. Of course, the V10 Audi R8, basically a Lamborghini 356 with early 911 wheels. I do have a 356 review, and also search Drivin Ivan in 1953 Porsche 356. That's an amazing car. I tell the story of that Porsche is actually is going to buy back from the person that owns it. And this one's a 996, and it looks awful racy as well. Yeah, just says 911. People are ashamed of the 996. I don't know why. I used to have a column, and I took the Panamera and I photoshopped in. I used to swoop down, and I photoshopped the shape in, and everybody gave me grief for it. But look, Porsche built it. I designed this car before they even built it. It always should have been a wagon. The Panamera Turbo, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the 356, of course. We'll get on to these, don't worry. I actually have a 928, so I know all about those. But yeah, wagons are cool, and this one is awesome. Let's check out the interior here. Oh yeah, all the conveniences of a modern Mercedes with a V8 bi-turbo as well. Twin turbo. 190 here. Looking very, very smooth. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we'll get to that row of Porsches next. Don't worry. Porsche, there is no substitute. As I said, I drove my 996 down here last year. 2,500 miles in a 25-year-old car. What could possibly go wrong? That's a video worth watching. Sedan from back in the day. SL here. Here we go. And on and on and on here. Just showing you every car. Ooh, there's an Alpina B10. I did review that one. Lovely. 1989 W126 300 SE. Look at that. That was all the cell phone you wanted back in the day. That was it. If you had a cell phone like that, you were the talk of the town back in the day. Look at this one. Shout out to my buddy Greg here. What are we looking at? 91 300 SL. It's a bit newer than this. But yeah, red SL. Nothing wrong with that. I think I see a Bauer Roadster BMW. I love all the quirky cars. And look at this color. This color is not too common. The sheepskins on the seats were pretty common back in the day. But yeah, the color, not too common. Look what you have to look forward to. Wow. Also, Mercedes 190. I showed you one of those earlier. Look at the beautiful steering wheel on these. Beautiful interior. Look at that. Showing you every car and every dog. Drivin Ivan. There. Oh. All right. Look at that. Cool dog. Finishing off the row here. V12 here. You want a nice 12-cylinder in your SL, don't you? Of course you do. Why not? Why not? All right. And around we go. Around we go. Okay, I'll tell you my sob story on this one. I almost bought a convertible version of this M3 for $3,200. It was automatic also, had the cool seats. I should have bought it. Darn. It's one that got away. 2002 BMW. I actually review a Alpina 2002, believe it or not. Very rare car. This one's awesome. Look at the tartan seats here. My God, this is a stunner. S4 at the back of this one. Absolutely stunning 2002 here. Immaculate. Through here. Another one next to it. Another 2002. And yeah, the TI, the TII, 4-speed manual here. Next came the 320i. I do have a full driving review of that one too. The purple, that's a pretty cool color with the fender flares and the M power. Wow, this one's basically been singerized almost. Totally resto modded. Totally incredible spec in there. Totally wish they had the window open here so I could show you a little bit better, but believe me, look at this thing. It looks like a Singer, doesn't it? Incredible. Stunning. Very, very nice. This is the color you might expect to see on a Lamborghini, but you know, it was a stock color, I believe, for a BMW, and super cool. 2002 Turbo. Wow. BMW guys they're out here in full force. They're not playing around. These are beautiful cars. Stunning. Look at that. Different color dash there. Extra gauges in the middle. Who knew they had such options? Recaro. If you search Drivin Ivan 2002, I tell you a cool story of a man who was reunited with his old racing car. Super cool. Now, this one right here, I believe, is a Bauer convertible with houndstooth. This one's ticking all the boxes for me. Bauer made these kind of almost like my Lancia Zagato. Targa convertible back tops. But yeah, it's a Bauer Targa from Targa Cabriolet, they call it, 1972. Bauer BMW 2002 from 1972. Imported from Europe, obviously. Super cool. And then Alpina B10 wagon. I have a full driving review of this one. I was judging the St. Pete Festival of Speed, and I saw this car, and I immediately knew it was getting an award because I love it. And yeah, so if you want to know what it's like to drive this, I show you. I also reviewed the Alpina B7. But this one, the clown shoe, I reviewed this and compared it to the Z1. I compared the Z1 to the Z3 and the Z4 clown shoes. Amazing cars. Absolutely incredible. Definitely want to see those driving reviews. These are great. Love the greenish inserts on the black seats with the white, Alpine white. Just beautiful car. And this was at the time the fastest BMW for sale because it was the lightest with the best engine. 997, very desirable Porsche 911. Stunning. 2009. Lovely car. Yeah, let's see what we got here. This is the 911T. You had the T, E, and you had the S. 0 to 30, the 911T was quickest. And then from 30 to 100, the 911E was quickest. I reviewed the 911E in Crystal Blue. Check that out. Just search Drivin Ivan in any car, especially Porsche. But this one is a 1971, I think it says. Hard to read. But then the S was quickest over 100 miles per hour, actually. Beautiful cars. You can see my Drivin Ivan. I bought the cheapest Porsche 911, air-cooled, and I tell you how much I pay. Amazing story of how I got mine, but it was not expensive. This one is, of course, the 930, the 911 Turbo, the Widowmaker, and I reviewed this one as well, and the one I reviewed had roof parts on it, so that makes it even rarer, actually. Lots of information on these cars, and I'm trying to show it all to you. It says it's not a turbo. Okay, it fooled me. It's a turbo look. It's definitely got the turbo look package, so fooled me. You fool me once, shame on. You fool me. You can't fool me twice. Who am I doing an impression of there? The statement is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's how it goes. $49,937 back in the day. I guess the turbo would have been a lot more expensive. Beautiful 356 Speedster here. And I'll show you the inside of this one. It's a bit resto modded. It might be, it says Martini. Might be, I don't know. Let's see. 57. Maybe it's real. Sometimes it's hard to tell. 996. And let's see what specific model. It's a C2 996. And it's a, oh, I love the blue interior. Wow. It is the 996.1, no glove box and this silly tray underneath. But that's what it is. 996.1, and it's just a Carrera 2. I review a lot of those. This is the 911 50th anniversary. Stunning cars. I love them. And 2014 50th anniversary. Beautiful car. Manual transmission too. This one I know a lot about because I have had many of these. I have a 1978 5-speed manual. It's a dogleg shift. You can search this, or I reviewed a 1984 as well. But yeah, these are great cars. They call them the German Corvette because it's front engine, V8, rear wheel drive. Really, really highly engineered cars. It was supposed to replace the 911, but of course that never worked. And the guy who came up with that decision eventually was let go. But there you go. Dogleg first is down there, and then you dogleg up to second. But yeah, beautiful cars. Yeah, the car you saw in Risky Business as well. Not this color, of course, but yes, that is the car. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this one up where I started it. I love this car. I love it so much. Thank you so much for watching. Do search any car in Drivin Ivan. Do smash that like button and subscribe. If you like this content, and you can buy me a coffee, that will really help me out too. But oh, excuse me, sir. Doing a rap video on this. But anyway, search all of my music videos. I play Stairway to Heaven, Hotel California, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Time Bomb by Rancid, a lot of songs. Squeeze, REM, and some of my original songs too. Check all those out on YouTube, and be sure to also follow my IvanKatzProductions channel, where I also do disc golf videos, and check out my literal video for Chris Isaac's Wicked Game. This thing is awesome. Do search my BMW videos. Check out my custom 635 CSI. And again, thank you so much for watching here at the Concours De Lemons 2026, the Amelia. I am Drivin Ivan.